Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video it's just going to be a little get ready with me. I have some errands to do in town and then I have another video to record in a little bit, and then we're camping this weekend, so I've got to pack and grocery shop for that. So we're just going to do a pretty quick get ready with me, all while drinking some coffee. Okay, so I have already moisturized and primed my face. This morning, first I'm going to put this messy hair don't care back, and then at the end I'll show you the finished with my hair actually being done. So today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. What shade am I in? Porcelain 110. It might be a little too orange for my skin, so I also, just in case, brought the CYO Illuminating Mixing Cream to maybe add just a couple of drops to that. We'll see how it looks when I put it to my face. So I am going to attempt again. If you see my first video, I tried the AOA Studio high def brush. I was not a fan of how it applied, but I thought maybe it was because it was new, so I'm going to try and give it another chance today. I don't like how this foundation doesn't have a pump. It's not a squeeze tube. You just pour it. I'm not a huge fan of that. It's not very convenient to, because it's very easy to like over pour. So I'm not a huge fan. I really do like the pumps or the applicators that come with, like the doe foot applicators. So, ooh, that's very liquidy. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know if I like. Now I shook it pretty good before putting it on my face, but it's sure applying very liquidy. I don't have a viewfinder to look back at me, so I don't know how it's looking on film. But in person, I am not liking it so far. Not with the brush anyway. So again, it might be the brush, and I just may end up having to donate this because this is the second time I've tried it and I've not been a fan. Now it looks like in person it is the right skin tone for the foundation. So on the next side I'm going to do a dampened sponge just because I want to give this foundation a fair chance, and I'm really not a fan of how it applied to the right side of my face, so I don't know if it's because of the foundation or if it's the brush that I had bad experiences with last time. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it with a sponge to see if there's a difference. Whoa. No, it's definitely very thin. Doesn't have too much of a fragrance in it. This foundation does claim to have SPF 15. I always like it when foundation has some type of sunscreen in it. I was really hoping for this one because, again, we're going camping this weekend, and it would have been nice to at least put a thin layer of foundation on. If you hear noise in the background, I am a mother of 3-year-old twins, so I get to hang out with them during the day. So that's just them making some noise. Okay, so I think the coverage level is about the same. I do like the way it applied better on my left side. To me, it looks a lot better. It looks like I put on foundation on this side. In person, I hope you could see the texture on film. I haven't yet found a foundation that will hide my very noticeable wrinkles on my forehead. That's a shame. If anyone knows of any primers or anything that could get rid of at least a lot of my wrinkles, do comment down below. Okay, so my next step is, I've been reaching for this a lot lately. You'll see it in my last video, the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I'm using C14 for my contour. I'm going to go ahead and contour now. Last time I applied my contour with my sponge. I may instead try the High Define brush to see if maybe it would be good for that, just to give it one last chance to stay in my brush family, because if that is bad with applying matte, then I am just going to go ahead and sanitize it and donate it, because I really wouldn't have a use for this brush. So we'll see. We'll see if it can do a good job blending contour to earn its keep in the family. I actually don't think that did a bad job. I'm excited about camping. This is our first camping trip with the twins, so I'm excited to see how they'll do and how they like it. We are huge campers, so I'm really, really, really excited. Okay, so now on this hand, this is the side that the sponge applied the foundation, and I hate the way my contour just blended out with the brush. On the brush side, it blended out beautifully, so why is there a difference in the application on each side? So now I'm going to have to go ahead and correct that. The good thing about makeup, like I said in my previous video, is you don't have to be afraid. I used to be so afraid to start applying, and now I'm doing it in front of a camera because I didn't want to mess up. And makeup, it's so easy to correct, and if beginners are like the way I was beginning, I didn't know that it was so easily corrected. And it sounds stupid probably, but I really honestly didn't know how easy it could be to correct. Worst case scenario, just wash off your face, you know. So there's nothing to be afraid of when you're playing around and trying to get familiar with makeup and application and things like that. So I just went back over it with the foundation that I was using to make it a little more subtle, because as you've seen, it was like really pronounced on that side. So okay, to me it looks pretty even. It's hard for me to tell. This is the first time in this location that I'm filming, so okay. So I'm going to go ahead conceal my under eyes. And again, this is Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. It's just in a different shade. This one is C6. You do want to get a concealer that is lighter than your foundation because you do want that area to glow. Sounds like my son wants to be in this video also. I'm actually going to let that sit in for a minute. Then I'm going to blend it out with my same dampened sponge just on the pointed side versus that side that I was using. Yes, I do need to wash it. I don't go too crazy with my concealer because I am older and have more mature skin. Okay, so the next brush I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I'm going to use that to apply some bronzer. The bronzer I'm using is the Butter Bronzer. Okay, so my camera shut off and I'm not sure why. But I don't like a whole lot of blush, but again, you can layer it on this one to make it darker if you like a more noticeable blush. I don't. I fear I look like a clown when I have too much blush on, so. Hope my camera lasts long enough to do the rest of my makeup. That would be a shame, doing all of this for nothing. Sure as heck wouldn't get ready like this just to go to Walmart. Okay, so the final step, I'm going to use something that I've not used before, so this is a first impressions on this. This is the Wet n Wild Highlighting Powder for my highlight. This is in Precious Petals. This came highly recommended from that Taylor. If you follow her, she's been my biggest inspiration and the reason why I even do makeup or even attempt to have faith that I could do any type of makeup. So very, very pretty. It was beautiful on her. This is the first time that I'm using it on myself though. We do have similar skin tones. She is a little bit lighter when she does not tan. I'm using my Luxe brush 660 Precision Foundation. I know it's a foundation, but I do like the way it's angled, and I do like a bigger highlighting brush. You could use whatever brush you feel more comfortable. This is the brush I like to use, and I just dip it in there. Oh, son. Ooh. It's not as pronounced as it was on her skin, maybe because this is my first time dipping it. Whoa, never mind. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh man, I hope you can. Whoa, I'm gonna have to blend that out. So never mind, it is being loud and proud on my face right now. Whoa. I do not like that much. I don't like it to pop that much on my skin since, again, I have maturing skin and I don't want to look like I'm desperately hanging on to my childhood. So I'm going to have to just blend that out a little bit. Okay, and I just do a little bit on the tip of my nose, a little tiny bit here on my Cupid's bow. I don't go all crazy on my highlight for reasons previously mentioned. Okay, so next I'm going to start on my eyes. I'm so excited. This is where the whole look comes together. I am going to check on my son though really fast, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for my eyes, I do turn to this palette a lot just because of how many options there are. This is the Morphe palette 35F. You can see it has been used. Has a good combination of mattes for the transitional shade, and then some of the deeper colors. So I'm going to use my Inspire brush. It's just a fluffy blending eyeshadow brush. And then I'm going to dip into, if my cat would exit the building, that would be fantastic. It's not one thing, it's the other. I think I'm going to leave all this stuff in just so you can see the crazy life. I don't know why I try to even do these things. Okay, so this is going to take a lot longer than probably normal. I'm just going to use this middle transitional shade. I don't know if it's in the frame at all, but I want to use this one right here. This palette does have a little bit of fallout, so you do have to just tap that brush a couple of times before actually doing the application, I have noticed. And I start in the creased area, and then I do a V in my outer eye. I do have hooded eyes, so the way I apply it would be probably different than the way you would apply it. Probably would happen whether I had hooded eyes or not, just because I do have a different way of applying. No one way is right or wrong. That's the beauty of makeup. It's your own take. Your own way. Okay. If you noticed earlier too, I applied my foundation on my eyes. You can use concealer or an eye primer. I liked the way that this particular foundation is feeling, because it's tugging, so it's like holding on to the color and also making the color more rich, it seems like, than how I've applied it before with this palette. So it is making the colors a little more rich, and like I said, it's grabbing onto it. It's not doing anything to negatively, like as far as blending the color out. I'm still seeming to be able to blend it out just fine. It's just, it is grabbing a hold of that color. So before I go any further, I'm going to switch brushes to my, it's just a flat eyeshadow brush. It's just a pretty common eyeshadow brush. I'm going to dip back into my highlighting color, the same color I used on my cheeks. I need to get my eyebrows waxed so bad. I actually don't wax my eyebrows. I use a shaver, like an eyebrow personal shaver. I just was trying to get them to fill in because I was literally born with hardly any eyebrows. So I wanted to get them to grow out as much as I could so I could do a better job at filling them in and reshaping them, you know, so that's why they're super bushy to me. I mean, this probably isn't super bushy to somebody else, but to me it's super bushy, and you could tell they need to be landscaped a little bit. Okay, so what do I want to play with? I think I'll go with the theme I'm wearing. I know some people don't match their eyeshadow to the color that they're wearing, but like I said, it's your own game. Play it. Make your own rules up. So I'm going to use this same flat brush, but I'm going to dip into this shade right here. And I'm going to start on the outer corner. Oh, son, he wants to narrate the video. I don't know if you could hear that or not. And I'm going to stop right about there because I'm going to do some transitional colors. And I know some people do one whole eye at a time. I like to do both eyes at the same time, if that makes sense. So I don't do one full eye and then do the next full eye. I do each step on each eye. So they're kind of done at the same time. Oh, now my cat wants to narrate. This place is a zoo, I swear. I wouldn't have it any other way though. I don't know why when people apply makeup they go, I have like the ugliest makeup applying faces. Okay, I think that went on really pretty even without any kind of fixing spray. So the next color I think I'm going to use is this lighter shade right here. And I'm going to do that on the, do I want to do it on the inner corner or do I want to do it in the middle? I wanted to do like a goldy color in the middle. But I don't know, I think now I want to kind of do a fade. Oh, that is so pretty. Can you see that on camera? And I bet if you had some type of a fixing spray, oh, that would just pop even more. Now if you can hear my daughter, she's in the bathtub. Okay. Yeah, I do want to deepen back out the corners of my eyes though. So I'm going to go in with this darker maroony shade. To darken back up that V on the very corner. See, I'm getting fallout. Oh, Morphe. So to brush away fallout, I just have this Luxie Fluffy 514 brush, and I just brush it, flick it away. That's the only use I have for this brush. So just as I'm applying this makeup, I already see that it is like super defining my forehead wrinkles. Do you see that? I wish this could zoom in a little bit. Whoa, it is now making it look like I have crater face. So, wow, that is awful. It looks like I'm wearing the makeup that people use for special effects to make me look older. That's how defined it looks. That is awful. So I'm definitely probably not going to be using this for an all-day wear test. I'm probably going to take this off immediately after I finish filming this because I wouldn't even be seen in public like this. So if you have mature skin, I don't think I would recommend this foundation. I didn't set my face because usually setting my face with powder more defines the lines, which is why I just left it. I don't think that would help any. I think it would even increase it more. Wow, that is awful. I'll show you later on with my cell phone in natural lighting, see if you can see it any better. He's usually not this vocal, but of course. Okay, so I'm going to hurry up and finish this look. So in the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to use this shade right here. Oh man, my forehead looks horrific. If while applying it doesn't blend out with the current brush that you're using, I do recommend using a fluffy brush to blend the colors together so you can't see harsh lines in the makeup. But that did a pretty good job blending. So now for my least favorite part, and that is eyeliner, because I'm really awful at it. So I just get super intimidated. I do have this angled brush. Oh, no, I have this angled brush so I could do the lower lash line. What am I doing? I'm just wanting to hurry up because my forehead looks so gnarly. I just want to get it done now after seeing my forehead. Oh my gosh. Like, I would never on purpose. Like, it's already easy enough to see my wrinkles. I don't need any help, like, defining them. Wow. Because makeup is supposed to hide those sorts of things, you know? Make you feel more confident. And this is definitely taking me down a couple notches before I even put on makeup. I'm just using that darker, richer maroon color for my lower lash line with this angled brush. So I just go to the end of my eye. I let my eyeshadow be my wing, really. But no matter if you do a wing or not, eyeliner really does help get the whole look together. So I do recommend putting something up there because it does make a huge difference. Now my son is making a whole lot of noise and banging on the wall. I think he's wanting some attention. Okay, I'm also going to do a gel eyeliner on the bottom lash line. It's going to be black. It's the Kohl CYO gel eyeliner. And now I'm going to do my mascara. This is the Power Volume Instant Volume Boost from Essence. It's only a doll hair, one doll hair from shopmissa.com. I forgot my falsies. So I'll have to run off camera to go grab them and be right back. While the uppers are drying, I am going to tap down to my lowers. So while that's drying, I'm going to go get my falsies. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did cheat and apply them off camera. But the lashes I used was from AOA Studios in the shape Aria Black. Actually, I'm digging these. These were also one doll hair. Wowza. Okay, so after looking at myself with my lashes, noticed I didn't put my brows on. So before I put on my lippy, I need to do my eyebrows. You can tell I'm a pro and I do this all the time. So I'm using Cabral in shade 1. I think it's just because I don't want to see anything from here up because my forehead looks so horrendous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to pat it out so I could take the pictures for my before and after and then wash everything off. It's a shame. I wanted to rock this look a little longer, but ain't gonna happen with the way it looks. So this foundation may apply differently for you. If you do have mature skin, do comment down below if you found a combination with this foundation that does work. I am always open to try new techniques. And I don't do much with my brows. I just like to darken them a little bit because I wasn't born with any, so I don't want to have super bushy brows. Although today they're looking a little tiny bit extra today. Whoo, girl. Okay, so the lippy I am choosing is the CoverGirl Wet Slicks Crystals. Beautiful, it's so pretty. I don't like having a dark lip on. This is in Crush. Watch, oh man, it's so pretty. It just makes your lips look kissable. So it's kind of like you're not really wearing anything but a shiny gloss. That way your eyes can say it all. So that's it, guys. I am going to check back in with my my cell phone for natural lighting and then take some selfies so I can post those as well. But I hope you enjoyed watching. I thank you so much. Please do subscribe and then click the bell if you do want to be notified of any future videos that I post. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye-bye! Okay, so I'm going out to natural lighting so you could hopefully see the hot mess of wrinkles that I was talking about. Oh man, it's awful. Well, so is my hair, though. Woo! I'm going to fix that next. Do you see that? It looks like I'm still raising. Oh, that's awful.